In its worst quarter ever, India's GDP has crashed 23.9% in the April to June period, the time during which the coronavirus-induced lockdowns were most severe in Asia's third largest economy. The contraction in the Indian economy in the June quarter is possibly one of the worst among the G20 countries as well. Currently, the UK economy has seen the biggest lump in the June quarter. GDP among the top 20 economies of the world with a 21.7% year-on-year plunge, its deepest recession on record. India's nationwide lockdown began on the 25th of March and continued till the end of May, after which mobility restrictions were gradually eased starting the 1st of June. While April and May were the worst months for businesses in the country, pent-up demand boosted consumption somewhat in June. Manufacturing crashed 39.3% in the first quarter of the financial year, while mining was down 23.3%. However, credit rating agency Moody's predicts India's GDP growth to see a strong pickup in the second half of the current year. A number of steps have been taken to get India on the recovery path. While Prime Minister Modi announced a $266 billion stimulus package earlier, the Reserve Bank of India also reduced the benchmark repo rate by a total of 1.15% since February. Even before the COVID-19 crisis struck, India was already in the midst of a slowdown. For the entire 2020, India's economy is going to contract by 6%. However, economists expect the growth to rebound to above 7% next year, mostly led by pent-up domestic demand and a pickup in farming and exports. For more on that, joining us live on the broadcast is our business editor, Sumit Chaturvedi. Sumit, important to mention here that the Indian economy was already seeing the starting of the crisis before COVID-19 struck. Help us better understand the figures that are coming in. There is hope of some recovery in this financial year itself.
Well, yes, after this, the second half could be better, as all credit rating agencies are also saying. But if we break up the numbers, well, let's begin with manufacturing. It has crashed 39.3%. April-June quarter was the quarter when the lockdowns were strictest. So manufacturing was the first one to go down. Mining also was down at 23.3%. Construction was down 50%. But the silver lining here has been agriculture sector. Molly, it's the only agriculture sector that has registered growth, 3.4%. So clearly, rain gods have actually done something good for India, because monsoon is good. So agriculture is the only silver spot so far. All other sectors have crashed. So India has actually registered the worst ever GDP downturn as far as the quarterly GDP is concerned. It has crashed by around 24%. So we were expecting it to go down by 20%, but it's a bit more severe, 24%. It has come down to. Yes, over the next few quarters, it's important because the festival season is going to kick in. Also, we will see a pent-up demand also coming back. Unlock 4 guidelines have also been announced. So a lot of things to look out for over the next few months and the next 2 quarters. And if we believe analysts, they are saying that, yes, demand will be back. But overall, 2020, the growth will come down by around 6%. But yes, for the next year, it will be double. It will be up by 7%. So all that pent-up demand will be back. But yes, as we saw in April-June quarter, it was the worst quarter on record. Expectations were that economy will come down by 20%. It slipped by 4% more. But agriculture has been the silver lining so far.
All right, so this is the worst quarter ever. India's GDP crashing 23.9% in the April to June period. There is some hope for recovery, as Sumit is just pointing out. Thanks very much for those updates and perspectives for now.